Hi everyone, I'm Jess and welcome to my 20-minute power yoga class. Great for focusing the mind and energizing the body. So come join me at the front of the mat in Tadasana. So feet hip width apart and just closing down the eyes, lifting the arches of the feet, grounding down the toes and strengthening through the legs, engaging the Mula and Uddiyana Bandha. Slightly lift of the pelvis floor, navel to spine, rolling shoulders back. Just tuning into the breath. Taking a moment to set your intention for today's practice. Maybe it is to quieten a busy mind or to find some energy in your day. Starting your Ujjayi breath, so breathing in and out through the nose, equal length through the breath. On your next inhale, opening the eyes. Inhale, reaching the arms up, gaze towards your thumbs. Exhale, folding over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs, reach the crown of the head forwards, navel towards spine. Exhale as we bend and step the right foot back, followed by the left into our plank. So staying here for 2 breaths, really doming through the upper back, heels towards the back of the mat, switching on that core. Exhale, releasing the knees down, bend the elbows as you come all the way down towards the mat, untuck the toes. Inhale, we lift the heart, baby cobra, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lower down. Shift the hips back to your heels. Look forwards and we lift up the hips, downward facing dog. Finding some movement here, just pedaling the feet. And maybe just taking one breath to lower the right heel, feeling the stretch through the back of the leg. Inhale high on both the toes, exhale, stretch through the left leg, bend through the right knee. Inhale high on the toes, exhale, draw both heels back towards the mat and gaze towards your knees. Inhale, look forwards, take a big step with the right foot, followed by the left to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center, release hands down into Tadasana. We go again, inhale, reaching arms up. Exhale, bend the knees to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. We step the left foot back, followed by the right into our plank. This time, instead of lowering the knees, you can bring the body weight forwards over the wrists. Bend at the elbows halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for 3 long breaths. Tune into the sensation of the body. And can you slow down the breath? On your next inhale, look forward, step the left foot in between the hands, helping if you need. Right foot follows, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we reach the arms up, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, hands to heart center, release the arms down. Inhale, we sit into that chair, Utkatasana, arms, biceps by ears, reach the arms forwards. Engage the core, can you sit a bit lower? I know it's tough, keep breathing. Exhale, lengthen through the legs and fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, you can step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine that heart forwards. Exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. Inhale, we step the right foot in between the hands, lower down the back heel so the foot is pointing towards the left corner of the mat. Inhale, we rise up, Virabhadrasana A, Warrior One. Keep bending through that front knee, reaching the arms up, and you can bring the palms together, maybe lifting your gaze, or you can keep looking forward if that's too much for the neck. One more breath here. Exhale, framing that front foot, stepping back into plank, flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot in between the hands, back heel down, Warrior One. I quite like to have my feet hips distance, not hips distance, on train tracks even. So a wider stance, it feels better for my hips, so I have my hips facing forwards, breathing, looking towards the palms. Exhale, framing that front foot, stepping back into plank, lowering down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Taking 3 breaths here. Coming back to your Ujjayi breath if you've lost it. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, lift the hips to sky. Exhale, draw those heels towards the mat, but totally okay if they don't reach. It's just the intention, that sensation in the body. Inhale, look forward, so you can step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sit into that chair, Utkatasana. Inhale, we lengthen, hands to heart center, arms by your side. Just close down the eyes for a moment, come back to your breath. Come back to your intention. And opening the eyes, inhale, Utkatasana. Bring the palms to heart center, we twist to the right. Try to just check that that left knee's not creeping forwards. Keep pulling the left hip back. Inhale, going back to center. Exhale, we twist to the left. You've got this, guys. I know this is tough. We'll release in one breath. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, folding, lengthen through the legs. Have a big sigh if that feels good. Inhale to halfway lift. And then stepping or floating back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more round of sun salutation, baby step. The right foot back, ground down that back heel. Inhale, we reach up. And see if you can ground down the back edge of that back foot. Framing the front foot, we flow through Vinyasa Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, lifting hips, downward facing dog. Stepping the left foot back, ground that right heel down. Inhale, reaching arms up. Have a bit of a smile, inner and outer smile. Definitely makes things easier. Exhale, framing that front foot, stepping back into plank, lowering down. Inhale, shine the collarbones forwards, roll shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 more breaths here. You can come into child's pose if you need, or if you want. Of course, you can do that anytime. You listen to your body. On your next inhale, we reach the right leg to sky. Come onto the left toes. Keep reaching, and then bend that right knee. Draw the right heel to the bum. So reach that right knee to sky. On your next exhale, we draw the right knee towards the left elbow. Inhale, we shoot it up. Exhale, knee to nose, round through the back. Inhale, reaching the leg up. And exhale, right knee to right arm, or upper arm if you can. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, knee to nose, step that right foot in between the hands. Inhale, engage the inner thighs together. We raise up, high lunge. Taking 2 breaths here. Keep drawing the pelvis under. And next exhale, we're going to bend the back knee towards the floor. It doesn't have to touch. Inhale, we lengthen both legs. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. One more. In, exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Draw the hands to heart center. Start to fold over that front leg. We transition warrior 3. Lift the back leg off. Keep grounding through that right foot, lengthen through and strengthen through that right leg. On your next inhale, we're going to bring that left knee forwards, testing the balance, and then guiding it, the left foot in towards the right inner thigh. We find our tree pose. Staying with your breath. Hands to heart center. Keep your drishti, your gaze, to a still point in front of you. And then inhale, we lift that left leg back. We slowly transition back to warrior 3. Keep reaching the back leg towards high lunge. Well done, everyone. Inhale, reaching the arms up. And then exhale, we lower down that left heel. We find warrior 2. Have the palms facing up for this warrior 2. Keep bending through that front leg. Inhale, we reach forwards, reverse the warrior. Reaching the right arm up and over. You can see if you can find the bind with the left hand to the right inner thigh. If that feels good, if you find there's more space in the body, otherwise keep that left hand onto the left leg. Inhale, back to warrior 2, and then exhale, the right elbow onto the right thigh. Reach the left arm up and over, side angle stretch. And you can find any variation that suits you, maybe the right fingertips or hand to the floor. Maybe you want to take the bind here, reaching the right arm under. If you are taking the bind, keep opening the chest to sky, keep scooping that right glute underneath you. Releasing the bind, bring back to warrior 2, and then we frame that front foot and we step back to plank. Lowering down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine that heart forwards. Exhale, Ardha Mukha Shavasana. Well done, everyone. Remembering, coming back to your breath, we just have the left side now. Inhale, reaching that left leg up, come onto the right toes. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, draw the heel towards your bum. Same time, ground down that right heel. On your next exhale, draw the knee towards the right elbow. Maybe touch it if you can. Inhale, reaching the leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, knee to left arm, upper arm if you can. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, knee to nose. And then step the foot in between the hands. Inhale, raising. High lunge, find your balance. Reach through the fingertips. And on your next exhale, lower down that back knee. Inhale, we lengthen both legs. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower down. You've got this. One more. Exhale, redraw the hands to heart center. Keep bending through that front knee. Transition, warrior three. You've got this. Keep flexing through the back foot. Inhale, slowly transition. Right knee comes up. And finding your tree pose. Maybe the foot isn't yet ready to come to the inner thigh. You can take it to the calf or to the ankle. And maybe on this tree pose you can reach the arms up, maybe lifting the gaze. I find it really helps in tree pose to also engage, keep pushing the left inner thigh in towards the foot as well as the foot into the thigh. So we have this dual action happening. And then drawing the hands to heart center, lifting that leg up. We transition back to warrior three. Woo! Oi, my left leg is burning now. And then back to high lunge. Whew. It's okay if you wobbled. That's good. It's showing that your body is working, learning. Notice your thoughts. Are you being kind to yourself? Exhale, lower down that right heel. We come to warrior two. Palms face up. Take a moment. Notice how your body feels in this pose. Inhale, reach forwards. Exhale, reverse the warrior. If you took the bind on the other side, maybe find the bind here. The right hand comes towards the left inner thigh. Inhale, back to warrior two. And then we find that side angle stretch. Reach the right arm up and over. And taking again the variation you took on the other side, we balance it out. On your next inhale, we rise back to warrior two. Windmill the hands, frame that front foot. Stepping back into plank, we lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Having a big sigh, let it go. Doing really well, we're nearly there. Inhale, look forward and step or float to a seated position at the front of the mat. Legs go long, hands by your sides. Engage the legs and imagine you've got a string attached to the crown of the head, lifting you taller. At the same time, maybe your heels lift off the floor. Inhale, we lengthen, reach the arms up. Exhale, we reach the feet. If they don't reach the feet, you can use a strap here. Keep the spine nice and long and take your drishti, your gaze, towards your toes. If your legs are lengthening along the floor, then try to engage, push the legs into the mat. It will help to engage the hamstrings. Inhale, coming back up, and then taking the hands behind you, bending up the knees. Inhale, you lift the hips up, reverse tabletop. Keep looking towards the hips. Can you lift them a little bit higher? 2 more breaths. Exhale, releasing the bum towards the floor. We find Navasana. Take the behind the backs of the legs and engage the core. You lift the shins parallel to the floor, maybe taking the arms away. Keep spreading the collarbones, smiling. Maybe try to lengthen the legs, feel the body shake. Keep smiling. And then exhale, we're going to lower down, low boats. Keep holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it all the way down towards the mat. Well done. Hugging in your knees, giving yourself a big loving squeeze, maybe rocking side to side. Let it go. And just squeezing the right knee into the chest now. Lengthen the left leg along the floor, guiding that right knee across towards the left as we take the right arm along the floor. Maybe closing down your eyes for this pose. Staying with your expansive breath. Enjoy this stillness, this slowing down part of practice. Inhale, slowly coming back up. We switch the legs, left leg, knee comes in, squeeze it tight. And then guide it over towards the right, taking the gaze towards the left. On your next inhale, as we come back to center again, just one last squeeze, maybe drawing forehead towards your knees. Hug everything tight, squeeze the face, hold your breath for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release, well done. Coming into Shavasana. So legs as wide as the mat, arms by your sides, closing down the eyes. Releasing any breath control here. Taking as long as you need here. If you'd like to lie a little bit longer in Shavasana, then pause the video. Otherwise, come with me as you start to wriggle fingertips and toes. Bending up the knees, rolling on to one side. And slowly coming up to seated at the front of your mats. Hands to heart center, closing down the eyes and just coming back to your intention. Tune into how the body feels, the sensation in the body, how the mind is. And then bringing your prayer up to your third eye, bowing head to heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, yogis. Namaste.